Did you ever wonder how the space race sparked a revolution in technology? Let's take a step back in time, to the mid-20th century, when the world was in the grip of the Cold War. Two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, were locked in a fierce competition, not just on Earth but in the vast expanse of the cosmos. This was the dawn of the space race. In the late 1950s, the Soviet Union fired the first salvo, launching Sputnik, the world's first artificial satellite. This tiny beeping sphere orbiting our planet sent shockwaves around the globe. It wasn't just a symbol of Soviet technological prowess, but a challenge to the United States and the rest of the world to catch up. And catch up they did. The United States, not to be outdone, accelerated its own space program. In 1958, in response to Sputnik, they founded NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. This was not just a reaction to the Soviet Union, but a visionary step towards the future. NASA was tasked with the peaceful exploration of space, but it also served as a catalyst for technological innovation. The space race was more than just a competition between nations. It was a powerful engine for technological advancement. The need to reach the stars, to explore the unknown, drove countless innovations. From satellite technology to computer systems, from materials science to telecommunications, the space race spurred a technological revolution that has shaped our world in countless ways. The dawn of the space race was a time of fierce competition and unprecedented innovation. It was a time when humanity looked to the stars and saw not just distant points of light, but a challenge, a frontier to be explored and conquered. It was a time when the impossible became possible, when our reach began to exceed our grasp. Thus, the stage was set, the players were ready, and the race to space had begun. Imagine the world holding its breath as a human sets foot on the moon for the first time. The 1960s was a time of intense competition, yet also of collective aspiration. Amidst the tension of the Cold War, the United States set its sights on the moon. This was the era of the Apollo missions, an ambitious series of spaceflights aimed at achieving what seemed impossible, landing a human on the moon. Apollo 11, the pinnacle of these missions, was a feat of human ingenuity and technological prowess. Launched on July 16, 1969, it carried 3 astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. The world watched in awe and anticipation as Armstrong and Aldrin descended in the lunar module, nicknamed Eagle, while Collins orbited above in the command module. On July 20th, Armstrong stepped onto the lunar surface, uttering the now iconic phrase, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Aldrin joined him shortly after, and for a brief moment in time, 2 humans walked on the moon, far from the confines of their home planet. But the Apollo missions were more than just an extraordinary exploration achievement. They led to a surge of technological advancements that have since permeated various industries. The Apollo guidance computer, for instance, was one of the first computers to use integrated circuits, paving the way for today's microchip technology. Similarly, the mission's need for compact, efficient food preservation led to the development of freeze-drying technology, now widely used in the food industry. The spacesuits worn by Armstrong and Aldrin were marvels of engineering designed to protect astronauts from the harsh lunar environment. The technology used in these suits has since found applications in diverse fields, from firefighting to biohazard protection. In essence, the moon landing was not just a triumph of human exploration, but also a catalyst for technological innovation. It showcased the boundless potential of human ingenuity when faced with the challenge of exploring the great beyond. With one small step, mankind leapt into an era of unprecedented technological growth. What if, instead of discarding rockets, we could reuse them? This is the question that led to the birth of the Space Shuttle program by NASA in the 1980s. A revolutionary concept, the Space Shuttle was unlike any spacecraft before it. It was not a one-time use rocket, destined to burn up in the atmosphere after serving its purpose. No, the Space Shuttle was much more. It was, in essence, a reusable spacecraft designed to be launched, landed, and launched again. This was a radical shift in spacecraft design and the way we approach space travel. The Space Shuttle was comprised of 3 main components: 2 solid rocket boosters, an orbiter, and an external fuel tank. The solid rocket boosters, after propelling the shuttle into space, would detach, parachute back to Earth, and be refurbished for reuse. The orbiter, carrying the crew and payload, could also be flown multiple times. The technological innovations that made the Space Shuttle program possible were staggering. The use of thermal protective tiles capable of withstanding the intense heat of re-entry was a key development. These tiles allowed the orbiter to return safely to Earth, ready to be prepared for the next mission. Additionally, the design of the solid rocket boosters, which could be recovered and reused, marked a significant advancement in sustainable practices. But the influence of the Space Shuttle program extended far beyond the realm of space travel. It sparked a change in mindset. It made us question our throwaway culture and consider the possibilities of reusability. This shift in thinking has had profound impacts on various fields, from the development of renewable energy technologies to the creation of sustainable manufacturing practices. The Space Shuttle program was not just about getting to space, it was about getting to space efficiently and sustainably. It was about challenging the status quo and pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. The Space Shuttle not only changed the way we travel to space, but also how we think about sustainability and technology. Opening, how does living in space sound to you? Imagine a home, not on terra firma, but amidst the cosmos, whirling around our beautiful blue planet at an incredible 17,500 miles per hour. That's the International Space Station for you, our celestial abode, and a beacon of human ingenuity and collaborative spirit. Born out of the ashes of the Cold War, the International Space Station is a symbol of peace and cooperation. Its creation in the waning years of the 20th century was an endeavor that saw the collaborative efforts of 15 nations, including the United States, Russia, Canada, Japan, and several European countries. This marvel of engineering orbits the Earth every 90 minutes, providing a unique vantage point for observing our world and the universe beyond. But it's not just for the views. The International Space Station serves as a laboratory where astronauts conduct groundbreaking research in biology, human biology, physics, astronomy, and meteorology. The technological advancements that made the International Space Station possible are nothing short of awe-inspiring. It's a testament to the triumph of human innovation and a symbol of our ceaseless quest to explore and understand the universe. From the Canadarm2, a robotic arm used for docking and moving payloads, to the cutting-edge life support systems that provide a livable environment for the crew, every piece of technology aboard the International Space Station has been meticulously designed and engineered. But beyond the science and the technology, the International Space Station represents a broader vision. It's a vision of a world where nations set aside their differences and work together towards a common goal. It's a vision of a future where humankind ventures further into the cosmos, not as separate countries, but as a united species. So, how does living in space sound to you? As we continue to push the boundaries of human exploration, who knows, one day you or your descendants might call the cosmos home. Closing, the International Space Station stands as a testament to what humanity can achieve when we work together. What if space travel wasn't just for astronauts? In the 21st century, this question isn't just a hypothetical one anymore. The rise of private space companies is fundamentally reshaping our relationship with the cosmos. Leading the charge in this new era of space exploration are companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin. These trailblazers are not just content with continuing the work started by national space agencies. They're determined to push the boundaries of what's possible. Take SpaceX, for example. Founded by visionary entrepreneur Elon Musk, SpaceX has made a name for itself with its cutting-edge technology. They've pioneered the development of reusable rockets, a concept that was once considered a pipe dream. By landing and reusing rockets, SpaceX has drastically cut the costs of reaching space, opening up a realm of possibilities that were previously unimaginable. Then there's Blue Origin, the brainchild of Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. They're working on creating a spacecraft for tourists, promising that space travel will soon be within the reach of ordinary people. Imagine being able to take a vacation among the stars. But it's not just about tourism. These private companies are also driving advancements in scientific research and technological innovation. They're helping us learn more about our universe and our place in it. Moreover, the competition between these companies is spurring on a new kind of space race. But this time, it's not between nations, but between companies, entrepreneurs, and visionaries. And this competition is fueling a pace of innovation that's faster than anything we've seen before. Yet, even as we marvel at these achievements, we must remember that we're only at the beginning of this journey. The technologies being developed today will lay the foundation for the space travel of tomorrow. We're on the cusp of a new era in space exploration, one where the stars are not just points of light in the sky, but destinations waiting to be reached. The future of space exploration is here, and it's more exciting than ever.